shipping insurance, both for the consumer and the small business. Like the minute that I hand the bucket of my packages to my mailman, I like get this knot in my stomach like, God, I hope they all get there safely. Do you shop online a lot? From what I understand, this year is supposed to be so much heavier when it comes to ordering online and shipping than even last year was, according to the United States Postal Service. If that is you, you need to listen to this video because I have something very important to share with you. On the flip side of that, if you are a small business and you plan to have a lot of sales, especially this holiday season, this video is also for you, okay? It's very important. Let's get into the video. So I actually scoured YouTube for a video just like this one I'm about to make. I couldn't find one at all that met the answers that I needed to my questions. And so I decided that I would just make it myself. I decided I'll do the research, I'll put it all together into a nice tiny little video for everyone here in case there's got to be someone else out there like me who's wanting to know how this works. And it has everything to do with shipping insurance, both for the consumer and the small business. You guys, shipping insurance is like having car insurance. It's like having house insurance, renter's insurance, health insurance. You also need to have shipping insurance. I have never in my life thought that I would be like buying insurance for something I bought. Like what? Okay, but not only that, the benefit of it for both you and the small business is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And it's not just to have something else to pay for or whatever. This shipping insurance actually does what it's supposed to do. Have you ever like called your health insurance company and been like, hey, I need this procedure done. It's going to be this much. It's going to be here, this, that, and the other. And they're like, oh, we don't cover that. And basically you pay them, you know, your monthly premium. You have basically given them a third of your paycheck. And they're like, oh no, we won't cover that. Okay, shipping insurance does. Shipping insurance does what the heck you think they're going to do. And let me tell you how it works, okay? I have a whole thing here. I'm going to share it with you because I've done all the research for you. I'm going to present it to you so that it's easy to understand and you don't have to like stress out about how it's going to work. Especially if you're a small business, it's so confusing. You're like, there's not a whole lot to it for you. It's super simple once you get it down. I've actually only had it now for like a couple of months and I have not had any issues whatsoever, and I'm so glad that I have it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the consumer side. I will talk about the small business side of having shipping insurance after the consumers, okay? What is shipping insurance and why should we buy it? So many orders get lost, damaged, or stolen in the mail all year long. However, it's even more prominent during the fourth quarter because that's the holiday season. There are so many packages, parcels going out into the mail systems during the fourth quarter that your chances of your package that you probably spent good money on of getting lost, stolen, damaged, destroyed is so much greater during the fourth quarter. Not only that, the theft percentages increase. I can't tell you how many customers of mine have emailed me and said, hey, my package says it was delivered and it's not here. I swear, I think it was either stolen or delivered to the wrong address. Those chances of it getting delivered to the wrong address or stolen are exponential during the fourth quarter. This is where shipping insurance comes in, and you're going to be glad you spent that 98 cents. So another reason to make sure that you have shipping insurance is not only does it affect you as the consumer, but it greatly impacts the small business or the business that you purchase from. If it is a bigger business like Amazon or Walmart or whatever, obviously it's not going to impact them near as much as it would a small business like mine. For example, if a customer purchases an order with me and they don't have shipping insurance, I get it ready and I ship it out, and they don't get their order in the mail because something happened to it, I ultimately either have to refund them or they can file a chargeback against me. All in all, it's not even my fault because I did my part, but between the transit, something happened to it. So therefore, I have to shell out either the money or more product because I want my customer happy. I'm going to do it. However, it is not in the best interest of a small business, and it actually makes things a lot harder on them because they are spending so much time on these kinds of problems. So that being said, shipping insurance protects you, the consumer, and the small business all together collectively. So how do you get the shipping insurance on your order? This is the next biggest question. So if a small business has their shipping insurance set up onto their website, all you do is place your order like normal and it will be automatically added to your cart. And most of the time it is 5% of your order. So 9 times out of 10, you're only going to pay $1 or less, like 98 cents, if your order is under $100. And if it's 98 cents, it gets, they'll show you. It'll say shipping insurance 98 cents on a line item when you're checking out, and it'll just add it to your order, and then all you do is just continue checking out and it's already been applied to your order. You don't have to do anything else. It's covered. That's it. Now, you do have the option to turn off that insurance if you don't want to buy it. And if you don't want to buy it, that's perfectly fine. It's just that your protection for insurance for your order is gone. And so if something happens to your order, then you're just kind of out of luck. So what does the shipping insurance do? Like, how does it help? What is its actions that are involved here? So the shipping insurance company that I use is the one that I'm going to give you their procedure for. Other shipping insurances may do it differently. I don't know about how all of them do it differently. I'm just going to use the one that I know about. So the shipping insurance company that I use is called Root Protection. And basically this is how they help you. So as soon as I ship your order out to you, you get an email, they get an email, and they know your package is on its way, right? So they actually monitor and watch your package for you in case you're not able to do it or you missed it or whatever. They're watching your package, and if they see it's delayed, stopped, stole, something, it never got delivered, they actually will contact you. They will. And they'll say, hey, we noticed something's up with your package. Or they don't see it on their end, say it does show delivered on tracking and it actually arrived, but it was destroyed, damaged, or maybe it was arrived, but it actually wasn't even there. It was stolen off of your front porch, or it was delivered at the neighbor's house or somewhere where you never even know where to find it, right? You actually can contact them, and they give you the way to contact them, and I'll go into that in a minute. And they will actually take care of your situation, whatever it may be, within 24 hours. They will either, number one, refund you 100% of your order, or they will reorder it for you and have it shipped to you within 24 hours. Simple as that. That's what that 98 cents does. It guarantees you a full refund, and it guarantees you the option to reorder the same thing again. And when you pay that 98-cent fee, it actually doesn't go into the pocket of the business owner. It actually gets transferred back to the insurance company themselves. They get that premium, and that's what they use to do all of this protection, this customer service protection of your packages. That's how they're able to refund you or repurchase your items. So as a consumer, if you run across a small business that offers you shipping insurance, it's usually about a buck. Sometimes it can be more if your order is a higher cost. Just buy it. It's worth losing that dollar over losing your entire order, right? Because what if you order something that is just extremely one of a kind, never going to be made again, it's customized to you, this, that, and the other, and it gets broken in the mail? Was it worth that $1 that you should have spent on insurance? Absolutely it was. And you might kick yourself in the butt if you didn't buy it, right? So if you're shopping anywhere and that company offers you protection, please purchase it, okay? And sometimes, Root Packaging is actually trying to be big enough where most companies, most small businesses like mine are using the same one, because what they do is they actually have an app, and you as the consumer would download the Root Protection app, because inside this app, every single thing you've ordered from anywhere that you purchased insurance from with, it all shows up on your app, and it'll update and track everything for you all in one nice little bundle on the app. And all of your packages are right there. It can be from my business, then business A, business C, business D, and you've got them all together on one app with your insurance protection tracking all on that together. That's where you can track your packages. That's how you contact the insurance company. They contact you through the app or email, and you're able to just track everything right then and there on an easy to use app, right? So that's how easy it is for the consumer. Basically, you check out, it's in your cart, you buy it, you track it on your app, you're protected. And if nothing happens to your package, you're only out that 98 cents, right? It was worth it though. It's just the same thing as paying $800 a month in health insurance and nothing happens to you, but you had to pay it, right? It's all the same. So now I want to go into how does this work for the small business. If you're a small business like me, who, I run my business out of the top half of my house. I run it by myself with my husband, and that's it. I don't have employees. I have a little Shopify store. I work around the clock trying to run my business, and this is the kind of business I have. So losing time during the day of sitting and working with so many lost packages or customers who are sad because something happened, this, that, and the other, I could spend hours working on just that, right? Do I have time to do that? Do I have the funds to do that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I literally can't. This shipping insurance replaces that for you for free. Let me say this again. For free. They're handling your customer service for free. So usually what happens if the customer does not have shipping insurance, the business ultimately gets their money taken away from them for that order. So if you had a $100 order and it was lost in the mail, then it gets kind of like just snatched out of your bank account. Like you don't really have a say-so in it from either USPS or the banks, and they give it back to the customer until you as the business owner either file a claim with USPS, file a claim with the bank, and most of the time you really don't even win. So you're pretty much out of luck. Either you get a really great customer who's understanding and they're like, hey, I know this wasn't your fault, and I am so thankful. I have actually had really awesome customers who have been like, hey, you know what? I know this wasn't your fault. I want to order again. I don't want to take the money away from you because I know that you actually shipped it and you didn't lose it. The mail system lost it. So it's a whole thing, it's either you could get a very angry customer who's like, oh, my package got lost in the mail and so you owe me this money. Well, technically yes, but it sure is hurtful on the business. So I think the first question you want to ask is, which shipping insurance company should you use, right? Well, there are lots out there to choose from, and I did play around with 2 or 3 before I decided on Root Protection. Root Protection integrates with Shopify. I have a Shopify store, and their onboarding is so simple. They provide you with your own dashboard account where you can track all of your packages, all of your customers who bought shipping insurance, any claims that are open. It's super simple to work on in the back end, and you can see everything. You can see your analytics. It just shows you so much. They attach your insurance company to your Shopify store themselves. They'll do all this work, all the coding and this, that, and the other. They do it. Because half the time, I don't know how to do all that. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. A lot of people don't have time to figure that out either, right? A lot of business owners don't have time to figure out how to do coding, this, that, and the other. They do it for you. And that's what I love about Root Protection. The onboarding customer service, helping you get your store set up, is like this. Also, I will have Root Protection down in the comments with all of the details, the link to sign up, how it works, everything that you need to know to use Root yourself. I'll have it down there in the comments so you can add it to your shop. So let me talk about 5 reasons that I chose Root shipping insurance. My top 5 reasons, because I think that that's very important to have reasons, and I'm going to share those with you now. So the first reason is because, like I said earlier, their onboarding process is super easy. I will say that not only did they do it all for me, basically, it did take like almost a full business week before everything was finalized, before it was completely ready to be used, and things were flowing and a-going in the dashboard, because there is a lot of buttons and stuff they have to push on their end for your store to be ready. But again, you don't do any of that. They do it for you. And it did take about 5 days, which is not bad at all. Number 2, the whole thing is completely free. The shipping insurance company is free for you to use, and the customer service is superb. Number 3, I read all of their reviews. They have thousands of reviews. Thousands. And when there's that many reviews, it makes me feel like, okay, so many different businesses are using this, and it must mean something. And 90% of them are good reviews. There are obviously going to be some people who were like, oh, this sucks. Every company is going to have some kind of negative reviews. Every company is. But the majority of their reviews were great. The 4th reason is because they 100% take care of your customer service for lost, stolen, damaged, and destroyed packages in the mail. They do it all. They save you time. They save you money. Not only that, they actually purchase your customer's reorder on their dime, on their credit card. They refund your customer on their dime, their credit card. They give it to your customer for you. It never comes out of your account. It never affects your income. You don't even know that they take care of your customer so that you don't have to spend your hours, money, time, and your mental health dealing with all of the problems that are caused after your order leaves your place of business, because at that point it's out of your hands, and it's not fair to you to have to handle all of that when you did your part, right? You did your part. You have to put your trust in the heavens that it gets to your customer, right? And if it doesn't, there should be a plan in place of action that does do that for you, so that you can protect your business and your mental health. And number 5, the reason why I went with this company is because of their app. Their app is amazing. It is provided across all different orders that your customer makes, and they can track your order from your store plus all of their other ones in their app, and they can contact and watch and track their orders and Root Protection through the app. It's a really nice app. So that's the 5th reason. So I think the biggest question is, okay, how is it free? How does the insurance make their money? What happens to that 98 cents that you take from your customer to make their insurance thing work, right? That's like the biggest question I had. I was like, wait, how do we do this? Like, how are you going to just pay for all this and help my customer for free? And how come I get the 98 cents? So where does that interlink? So the way that works, and this, it took me, I was like, oh, okay, nah, that's how it works. Like, I literally didn't get it. Someone had to like black and white spell it out for me. And so I'm going to do that for you because I'm sure I'm not the only one. So basically what happens is once a week, all of the insurance premiums that you collected into your bank account, and this kind of goes hand in hand with your back end dashboard that you'll have with Root Protection. You'll be able to see or link your account that you're going to collect that money with. You'll link your account to your dashboard, to Root. They'll be able to automatically withdraw that amount from your account that you have linked. Once a week, they'll take it out. Because if they did it like once a month, it could end up being like $5,000, right? Like you don't want $5,000 coming out of your bank account at once, because then that's like confusing, it's like that's too much at once for you to like make right, So once a week I feel like is perfect, because then you don't really feel that, you don't see it, you don't really notice it. So they take out once a week from your bank account, automatically withdrawn. You have to do nothing, you have to remember nothing. They take it out in one lump sum, and it's like kind of like sales tax. Like you collect it in order to give it away again, but it's not really yours, right? It doesn't go in your pocket. It doesn't affect your income. It doesn't affect your profit. It's not part of your money. It's their money. That's the money that they use to do their business, to make a living, to handle your customers. That's what they do. So that's where the money goes. You collect it and you put it in your little money bucket, and once a week they come out and they take it back out. Okay, and it's usually it's the exact amount. It's not like a little over or a little under. It's the exact amount. How does the company actually help your customer? So basically, if something happens to their package and they need to file a claim, they will file a claim through the app with Root. It's super fast, super easy. They basically already have the information. The customer just has to file a claim. And once the claim is filed, within 24 hours, Root will either refund them 100% of their money on their dime, or they will reorder it for you. And from you on their credit card for them, and you'll just have to make sure you ship it out right away. So that's how it works. It's so super simple. It's so easy. It makes so much sense. There's so much time saved involved here. It's like protection for your customers that you never knew you needed. I think my favorite part about this is that you're not going to end up with unhappy customers. Your customers that may lose, or whatever, something happens to their orders, they're not going to be pissed at you because something happened to it along the way. Because their questions are going to be answered. Their problem is going to be fixed. There's going to be a solution for them, and it's going to make them happy. And literally your unhappy customers list will go like this. So basically the point of this whole thing is to take the hassle off of your back, to give you that extra time to work on your business, to take out the problems, to protect you, protect your customer, protect your products, especially if they're handmade. You want those products protected, right? So that's all that I have for you guys. Shipping insurance is beneficial. It's crucial for everybody, both the consumer and the small business especially. I have all of the detailed links down below in the comments. I want you to comment anything that you don't understand. Spell it out for me, because I will be happy to reply to you, email you, video you, whatever you don't understand, I will be there. And then give me a follow, subscribe. My links are down below. And if you want to see the kind of shop that I have, here it is. I am actually a designer. I make reusable menstrual pads and reusable cloth diapers and accessories. So that's my shop. That's what I do. And I ship out probably 100 packages a week. And so the idea of like the minute that I hand the bucket of my packages to my mailman, I like get this knot in my stomach like, God, I hope they all get there safely. Because you have no idea how much work and effort, I mean, maybe you do. You probably have just as much of an idea how much work and effort I put into every single thing in my shop that I make by hand. And the fact of knowing that it got destroyed or lost or stolen on the way to my customer gives me the heebie-jeebies anxieties. So I feel so much better. Like, I'm like, whoo, problem solved with this just shipping insurance. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for coming to my video, and I'll see you guys next week.